Hi, this is Mallory with Fruit Magazine, and hey, who are you?
Hi, I'm Petyr, Pee-wee Cruikshanks, and I'm a local artist here in the Ozarks.
Peter's also one of our co-editors.
That too. That's probably important.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you got started making art?
So I definitely was inspired by my Aunt Marcy. She's passed away about 3 years ago, 3 years ago. And but she was the artist in our household growing up. And I was just so inspired by her that, basically as soon as I could hold a pencil, I was trying to copy her. And I'm really lucky that I've had the support I have to kind of develop that style over the years to what you see here.
Very cool. Do you want to talk a little bit about what you've brought to the gallery today?
Yeah, of course. I was gonna say, can I move? Cool. So over here, this is Hang In There. This is a piece I really made for myself, especially going through some low points in my life. I was like, no matter what, I got to stick around for my cat. This is based off my cat Genji. He's my emotional support animal, and him and the balloons sort of represent the connections that I have to people that are going to keep me hanging in there no matter what, whether I want to or not. I don't really have a choice, so I decided if I'm stuck hanging in there anyways, I might as well make it a party.
Cute.
So over here, this is Isolation. This piece is very much based on the struggles with autism. I had a friend, her name was Quinn, and she passed away, and one of her big struggles was being autistic and feeling like that struggle for connection, and she definitely helped make my own autism feel a lot lighter, but there are still a lot of ways. It's like, even though it doesn't keep me chained into one place, it does weigh on me, and it does make, maybe I lag behind others differently, or, there's an isolation that comes with it, whether I'd like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
This piece is Home. It's based on my poem that I have called Big Bad Wolf, and it's just a poem sort of about housing insecurity and being impoverished, and it's like what that does to somebody, and like how we tend to villainize them for being hungry, whether literally with food, starvation, or with housing, basic needs secured. There's a type of hunger that comes with that I think gets villainized a lot.
That's a really cool one, and I love how you've done the 3D effects on the canvas,
Yes.
and how so many of your artworks, they pop off of the frame.
I enjoy that 3D-ness, because that's sort of how everything speaks to me, is very jump off the page type stuff, so I'm happy to have fun and try to recreate that with my work.
That's really cool.
It's all paper mache. This is cardboard with paper towels over it. And then this one, I honestly, all these other ones I've had a really fun, big, long story for. This one I just started drawing. I was just trying to get myself to do anything again, and this was right after I picked up oil pastels for the first time, and so I just started going for it. Felt what felt good, didn't plan it or anything, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, and just trusting in myself, in my, I guess, artist instinct, to just, I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to plan it. It can just be a drawing, and I have a good time with it.
It looks very carefree.
Yeah.
I like it. Something I've been asking all of my interviewees is, what's it like to be a queer artist right now at this moment in history? Do you want to speak on that?
Yeah. One, I think it's important. I think it's also the only way most queer artists are surviving is by making art. And I think that's part of the reason I do make art right now, because if I didn't, who would be here and around to tell these stories of mine? And not only that, getting to be the narrator of my own story, but hoping that story connects with other people who are trying to take back the narration of their own life, because especially being trans, gay, and especially in southwestern Missouri, it's hard to feel like we have control over who we say we are. And I think getting to connect with art just reminds us of who we are. And I think it's so important that, as queer artists, we keep reaching out not only for other queer artists, but for other queers in general, and for people who aren't queers or artists, who might see a little more humanity in ways they hadn't before through art.
Awesome. Okay, one more time. Can you tell me your name and a little bit about what you do?
I'm Petyr Pee-wee Cruikshanks, and I'm a local Ozark artist who... Hold on, can I retake this line?
You can do it again.
My name's Petyr Pee-wee Cruikshanks, and I'm an Ozark artist, an editor of Fruit Zine, and a happy member of the Queer Artists Springfield community.
I ask people to do it, that way we can see if we can get a better introduction and stuff like that. Anyway, this is Mallory with Fruit Magazine. Thank you so much for joining me, Petyr.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.